Hi, welcome back to my channel. So glad that you could be here today. I hope that you're having a good day and a good week. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. One thing that I wanted to continue doing I think it's gonna be monthly, is a monthly like manga / graphic novel update. I am new to manga. When I was a kid, I didn't do I know a lot of people growing up do like comic books. I really didn't. I liked cartoons based on like comic books, but I never did like the comic books themselves. But there's so much manga, and one of the things that I really wanted to do this year is kind of explore the different series that, you know, manga has blown up so much in the United States in like the last 20 years. And like there's got to be some manga out there that I'm gonna like, and so far there has been. So what I wanted to do, I think first I will probably talk about the manga that I finished in like the last month, and then I will talk about some new series, I don't know, new manga volumes that I got. How's that? That's what we'll go with. So first, yeah, we will go over what I actually finished since my last update. The wildly popular Death Note, I did finish volume 1. I really enjoyed it more and more as the volume went on, the story went on, I guess I should say. I don't know. I didn't have any coffee today, so I'm feeling a little weird. But no, I finished this one. I really liked it. It definitely went in a direction that I wasn't entirely anticipating. So like Death Note is a series about a teenager who finds the death notebook of a death god, and whoever possesses the death notebook, they can put someone's name in there as long as they know what the person looks like. The death note will cause their death. There's various rules that go into how the notebook works, but that's the gist. The death god comes into the mortal realm to basically shadow the teenager that has found this notebook. They interact. No one else can see the death god, only the person who like has possession of the death notebook. So a lot of things have gone awry. The main character kind of started with good intentions, as good of intentions as one can when one decides that one is going to write people's names in a death notebook. Like he wanted to make society better. So he started putting in the names of like bad people, kind of like a Dexter vigilante, if you will. But then his morals, ethics, conscience, I don't know, kind of started getting away from him. He kind of lost perspective on what it means to be a bad person who's like deserving of being in the notebook, and started using it for his own like personal gains. And very quickly, like a manhunt develops to try to figure out like who is behind all of these deaths, that they can't even solidly pinpoint how the deaths are like murders, but they believe there's like a serial killer behind it. So instead of the main character having like a course correction to kind of come back to his original good intentions, he just kind of keeps going down in a spiral without a whole lot of moral quandary about what he's doing. So I'm very, very interested to continue this one. This was really enjoyable. I know there's quite, what are there? There's like 6 of these, maybe more than that. And these are like the large volumes. They've got multiple volumes in them. I'm so curious for like how quickly this story escalated. I'm so curious to see what happens with the development, like how far this can go, because like they've got an active manhunt going on and they're not doing a bad job at like narrowing down, you know, what they might be looking for a suspect. So, but I mean, how many seasons did I say that about Dexter? Like, anything can happen, but I really liked this one. Definitely gonna continue Death Note. I finished The Scary Lady. I finished volume 1 of The Scary Lady. This one, I am pretty sure Katie Colson, another booktuber, was the one who mentioned this and inspired me to buy it. You know, it starts out mildly unsettling, where you're just kind of like, there's something off here, but I have no solid evidence of what yet, but something just doesn't sit right. And then we get to like the climax and you're like, oh shit, okay, my spidey sense was tingling for a reason all this time. So, it was kind of a slow buildup, and the climax really was just like in your face about, this lady has some emotional problems. Let's say that. That's the nicest way that I can put it. She has some emotional problems that impact other people. Yeah. So I'm definitely going to continue this one because like I got to see what she's going to do next, because she's a loose cannon. So we'll see. But definitely going to continue this. The Way of the Househusband. I finished volume 1. I really enjoyed this. I don't know, something about this, just my kind of humor. Like, there's definitely violence in this, but also it's like comical. I don't know, am I outing myself as an American? But so The Way of the Househusband is about a former Yakuza. It sounds like he was actually a boss. So a former Yakuza member, possibly a former boss, who has left the Yakuza to be a house husband while his wife works like this high-powered kind of a career that she's got going on. So he stays at home, takes care of the household, takes care of the cat, which is adorable. But like just how funny this is, he still has so much of his like intimidating presence or mannerisms or way of going about things that like even the most mundane thing can be like off-putting the way that he's doing it, which it just, I don't know, I thought it was very funny. Like, I thought it was very funny. Like there's one time he's out in, I don't know, he's walking in the streets. I think he was running some errands. He runs into some former let's say opponents, maybe? I don't know if I'd go so far as to say enemies, but like former Yakuza associates, let's say that. I don't know if they're also in like the same group that he was in or what, but like runs into them. They've got a problem with him. They start chasing him. He runs into this building. They figure he's just trying to like hide in the crowd. Oh no, he stops at like this bargain bin sale where like all these customers are going nuts, pulling things like clothes out of the bargain bins, and he starts pulling stuff out of the bargain bins and handing it to the guys that are chasing him and saying, hey, hold on to this, I'm gonna buy it, it's a good deal. Like, it was so ridiculous. So much of this book was so ridiculous, and I really loved it, and I'm absolutely going to continue this series. I mean, and his little apron, can you see? Shiba Inu, oh my god, he wears this thing constantly. If you just want something that's like gonna make you feel good. Like, while you read it, you're just gonna be like, this is very amusing. Get the Way of the Househusband. I am 100% continuing this series. And now we've come to it. The last one that I finished this month, which was a graphic novel, but I'm including it. I'm including graphic novels in my manga updates. I had high hopes for this one. Lore Olympus, which, like, everybody's freaking out about Lore Olympus, right? Like, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's a retelling, sort of a modernized retelling of Hades and Persephone. Such, like, I don't know, I think beautiful artwork, like the coloring. I thought it was really, the way that they kind of modernized the Greek gods living with, like, modern technology. I thought that was really interesting. I'm not going to be continuing this in book form, and I'm going to tell you why. There is so much white space on these pages that it got to be, like, obnoxious with how tiny they made the actual cells for the comic, and they chose to make it super tiny. And you can look at all this space they could have used in this book, and instead chose to make super tiny pictures. I found that so irritating. The detail got lost in so many of the cells. It, like, I should not have to hold it up and, like, squint, okay? I shouldn't have to do that. I'm not old enough to have to do that. So truly, that made this unenjoyable, and that is the reason I am not going to be continuing in book form. I understand that this comic is available online. On the web, like the webtoon is available online, so I am gonna read it that way because I am interested to see what the artist, the creator, where she's gonna take this. Like, I am interested in continuing the story, but I can't justify spending like $25 for a book that is, like, really irritating to read, and the design is just so bad that it makes reading it like an unpleasant experience. I guess I can take a look at volume 2 and see if they maintained the same kind of page layouts. Maybe they changed it, I guess, after volume 1. But if they did not change it, if it's the same kind of just, like, tiny little pictures and tons of white space, I'm not going to spend money on that. Like, that's a waste of money. So, you know, I hate to say it because, like, I really like this this creator's, like, artwork. I've liked her storytelling, and it's truly, like, it sucks that, I'm assuming it's the publisher, right? The publisher decided to do the layout this way and, like, ruined the experience for me to the point where I don't want to buy any more of these. So I'll take a look at volume 2 and see if it's the same kind of page layout. If it is, I'm not gonna keep buying these volumes, and I'm just going to, like, finish the series as the webtoon online. If they fixed it, like, if they did a better page layout starting in volume 2, I'll absolutely buy that, because that was, like, my only complaint with this was just the really shitty page layout, and it made it irritating to read, and that's it. So if you don't mind tiny pictures and white space all over, like, every page, and you want a Hades Persephone modern retelling, then, like, this is gonna be the graphic novel for you. Is it a graphic novel? I don't know. This is going to be the webtoon in book form for you, if you don't mind that, because I have no other complaints with it aside from the book layout itself. What I figured I would do next is talk about some of the new manga that I've gotten that I plan to read coming up next. Barnes Noble had, I don't know if they still do right now, I haven't looked today, but they had all of their manga was buy one get one half off, so I went a little overboard with that. There's some that I don't have yet, like it's still on its way to me. I had it shipped, so I guess that'll be in like next month's update. So for right now, I will just show the ones that I actually have in my possession that I plan to read next. So I'm going to show the ones that I got first that are just going to be like a continuation of the series that I've already started. Spy Family, I picked up volume 2. I really liked volume 1. I thought it was a fun concept, and I'm definitely interested to see where it goes next. Spy Family is a series about 3 people kind of randomly thrown together. So the man is a spy, and for one of his missions, he needs to get a family of his own, which is hard to just like manifest a family, right? But he's working on it. So he goes and adopts an orphan. And then he also randomly encounters this woman who is agreeable to like getting married right away. So he's secretly a spy. The woman is secretly an assassin, and the little girl that's been adopted is secretly a telepath. The little girl is the only one that knows all of their secret identities. The husband has no idea that the little girl's a telepath and the wife is an assassin, and the wife has no idea the little girl is a telepath and the husband is a spy. So I'm anticipating a lot of hijinks. It's been cute. Like the first one I thought was a very cute setup, and I think there's so many things they can do with this. I kind of hope that they drag out like the reveal of everyone's secret identities. I think it's more fun to read about like, will they find out or won't they find out what they're all really secretly doing. So yes, picked up the second volume. I told you I have to find out what this woman is gonna do next, because like things got out of control at the end of volume 1. Like suddenly just like, woo, totally out of control. And I have to see what she's gonna do next. So got volume 2. We are going to find out what kind of menace she's gonna be this time. Death Note Volume 2, definitely had to pick this one up. I have to see where the investigation is gonna go. I have to see if is the main character really gonna go down this road, continuing to use the Death Note for his own gain now? Like, that like never works out well, right? When you go in with good intentions, but then like you blatantly shift to self-serving, that never works out, does it? I don't know. Is there an instance where that works out well in like a book or a movie or something? I'm not sure. So I've got to see what is going to happen next with the Death Note. I grabbed volume 2 and 3 of The Way of the Househusband. I loved this so much. I mean, look at him. That's so cute. He's like taking care of laundry or whatever, and it's just heartwarming. I don't know. It's also kind of violent sometimes, but like it's a heartwarm. I mean, look at this. Look at this on the back. Look at, he's like making treats. He's making treats. He's a former Yakuza member who's making treats. Like that's precious. So I got, look at him, he's shopping and he's like, I might cut you. I might. I haven't decided yet. If you meet me in a dark alley, I might cut you. But right now I'm just picking out this lettuce. This is such a fun series, and I'm so excited that I found it. I can't wait to read these next 2 volumes. The next volumes that I'm going to go over are series that I have not started yet, so I believe these are all going to be volume 1. I picked up Cat Plus Gamer. I mean, first of all, look at this cat. Okay. I'm obsessed with cats. I've got like 50 cat subs that I'm subscribed to on Reddit. Like, I'm obsessed with my cat. I'm obsessed with other people's cats. So I saw this and I thought, why didn't it occur to me before that there might be manga about cats? Turns out there is quite a few. This one is about a young, like a woman in her 20s, I believe, and she takes in this cat, and she's never had a cat before, so she kind of has to learn how to take care of the cat. She's a gamer, as you can tell by the name. So she tries to take lessons from the games that she's played in order to figure out like how to properly take care of this cat. And apparently you see a lot of this through like the cat's perspective as well. I think this is going to be like another feel-good kind of manga, which I've got picked up a little bit of like darker manga this go around, so it's gonna be nice to have a little palette cleanser. Keep it, you know, everything's about balance, right? Little palette cleanser manga. I discovered that there is manga based on Sherlock Holmes. So I immediately had to buy the first volume. It's called Moriarty, the Patriot. As you can probably tell by the name, this is not focused on Sherlock Holmes. This is focused on his arch nemesis, Moriarty. Truly, like, I don't need to know more than that to be convinced to read this, so I'm really interested to see what they do with a manga version of like the, you know, the Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, like, I don't know, universe setting, the Sherlock Holmes universe, I guess, let's say. I'm interested to see what they do with a manga. I also discovered apparently there's a lot of like Kingdom Hearts manga. I really enjoy Kingdom Hearts, so I picked up Kingdom Hearts 3 Volume 1. No clue if this is just gonna be like a story version of the in-game story. Don't even really care. I love Kingdom Hearts, so like you slap Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy on something and I'll buy it. So I grabbed Volume 1. A Man and His Cat, Volume 1. Like, how cute. How cute is this little pudgy cat? Look at this. Look at this. And this man looks so happy to have this cat. Apparently, this poor kitty was left in a pet shop, like, all by himself. It even says on the back, a kitten languishes in a pet shop, unwanted and unloved. Even as his price drops with each passing day, no one spares him a glance unless it's to call him names. Why would you do that to this little kitty? Oh my God. Having practically given up on life. Oh God. The kitty himself is most shocked of all when an older gentleman comes into the store and wants to take him home. Will the man and the cat find what they're looking for in each other? My guess, my hope is yes. This looks so freaking cute. I can't even deal with this. I saw there's also quite a few other volumes in this series, so I'm assuming that this man and his cat find like a happy home together, and that's why there's so many volumes. So 100% I am reading this. Look at the back. Look at how cute. Look how cute. Oh my God. The little kitty. Oh, it's so hard to get it focused. Look at this kitty. Look at this kitty on the back. Oh my God. Okay, that is so cute. Like, look at this. Look at how cute. Like, I don't even care what the story is. Just give me pictures of cats. You just put random pictures of cats in a book and I'll buy it. Like, I will. Uzumaki, and I seriously hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is a horror manga, extremely hyped by like everyone. So I mean, I love good horror and interesting horror. I do like different Japanese horror, like different movies of Japanese horror. So I'm hoping this is gonna be enjoyable. And honestly, like for what you're getting, it was actually like really reasonably priced. I was pretty shocked. But apparently it is about a cursed town. Sounds like there's gonna be some real creepy horror stuff in here. So that's why I need so many, you know what, that's what I'm gonna justify. I need all the cat manga and all of the Way of the Househusband, because I need to like bring myself back to like a good happy place after I read some horror. That's my justification. That makes sense, right? That's what we're gonna go with. I think this one might be a new release. This is the Moth Keeper. So it's not a manga, but it is, it's a graphic novel. It looks like it's all in color. And man, this binding is tight. So like I'm having a hard time. Oh, I'm gonna hate to like crack the binding, but I might need to on this one. I thought it was really beautiful. It sounds like it's gonna be about a girl who is supposed to protect these moths. It sounds like the moths are sacred. So it's her job, designated by her village, to protect them. And of course it wouldn't be a story worth telling if a threat didn't come along. It sounds like, I don't know if it's a threat to the moths or her village, but of course she's going to have to find a way to overcome. I just thought this was, honestly, I think the artwork in this is beautiful. I was looking through and I'm gonna try to find, it smells like a new book that's just been printed. I love that smell, right? A newly printed book. But just like the, gosh, again, this binding, dude, they really, like the moth, it's hard to tell, it's hard to see. There we go. Like the, I don't know, I just think that's really beautiful. I think it's gonna be an interesting story, and it's got that new book smell. So Steam Reverie in Amber. This caught my eye because like in the manga section, for one, it's so big. Like you can see significantly bigger, right, than most manga. Absolutely beautiful artwork, like with this cover. And I mean, Steam Reverie, I assumed as soon as I saw that it was something to do with steampunk. Turns out I was right. My assumptions in this case were correct. Just, I mean, the end paper, it's like atlas grid, kind of. It's kind of hard to see in this light, but this sounds, it's kind of hard to tell. It does sound like there is a story in here, but also like a lot of character introductions. I'm not familiar with this at all. Like there's tarot cards in here that like I bought this honestly purely because the artwork looked really beautiful. I love like steampunk concepts, and I don't know how much of this is story and how much of this is art, but I think it's like, look at this. It's just a really beautiful book that I wanted to pick up. I looked, at least in the United States, I don't think there's any more to, like, I don't think there's more to this. Like, I don't think it's more of a series than what's in this book. I couldn't really tell if that's the case maybe in Japan or not. Maybe there's more, but in the United States, it looks like this is it. If I go through this and I really like it, I'll have to try to research further to figure out, is there actually more that might be coming to the US at some point? But yeah, just absolutely really beautiful artwork in this. And steampunk bonus. that is all that I've got this month for my manga update. Have you read any of the manga that I've read, or any of the ones that I've picked up? Like, do you have any other recommendations? I'm pretty much totally new to manga, so I am extremely open to different recommendations. I'm also excited for the ones that are still in the middle of being shipped to me, because I think I got some good additional series to try. But like I said, I'll talk about those next time rather than today. I've got quite a stack to try to get through coming up that we just went over, so it's not like I'm short on manga options to go through. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, if you have read any that I've gone over, or if you have any suggestions for series that I should look into. I want to thank you again for stopping by my channel. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.